Good morning, dear students. Your science teacher Manindra Kaur is back again with the next concepts of the same chapter, Forest Our Lifeline. I hope you all your last worksheet of the same chapter. In today's class, we will particularly discuss about the concept forest as a system. Means forest itself is an ecological system or ecosystem in which all the trees, plants, animals and decomposers etc. live with complete interdependence without the interference of any outer components and make it a self-sustained system. Basically, this self-sustained system consists of two types of the components that are biotic and abiotic. Dear students, biotic components includes plants and animals, and air, water and minerals make a abiotic component in a forest. Well, now first of all, producers. These are the biotic components of the atmosphere. It includes green plants like grasses, shrubs, trees, herbs, grasslands and algae. These use energy of the sun to make food by the process of photosynthesis. So these are also known as the producers of the food. Further, consumers. The organisms that depend on producers or other consumers for food to get energy. For example, animals and some plants like parasitic plants and insectivorous plants. Dear students, consumers are divided further into three categories that are herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores are the animals that eat only plants like giraffe and cow etc. Carnivores that eat the flesh of other animals means depend on herbivores or other carnivores for their food. And omnivores that depend on both plants and animals for their food. A bear, raccoon and a crow are the common examples of omnivores. We human beings also known as omnivores because we also depend on both plants and animals for our food. Afterwards, along with producers and consumers, decomposers also play an important role in a forest system. They break down dead and decaying matter into simpler substances. So these are called nature's cleanup squads. In this way, these clean our atmosphere and supply nutrients to the plants. This category includes microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. Further, next are scavengers. These also depend on dead and decaying matter and keep the forest clean. Basically, wolf, vulture, eagle, hyena are the common scavengers residing in a forest. Students, these all components like producers, consumers, decomposers and scavengers are interconnected with each other and make a chain in which an organism depends on other for its food. This chain is known as food chain. Here I have given a common example of food chain in which grass is a producer and a grasshopper is a consumer as well as herbivore that depends on grass for food, so it is called primary consumer. Afterwards, a frog depends on grasshopper, so it is a secondary consumer. Further, a snake eats frog, so known as tertiary consumer, and a hawk eats a snake, so it is the higher order consumer or the final consumer of this food chain. After the death of the organisms, these are decomposed by the microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. In this way, these all organisms depend on each other for their food and make a food chain. Students, in an ecosystem, I mean to say in a forest system, so many food chains are interconnected and overlap with each other and make a food web. Like so many plants like grass, trees, herbs, shrubs all work together as a producer, and many herbivores like giraffe, elephant, zebra work as primary consumers. Even these all are the parts of different type of the food chains. Then a cheetah and a lion are the secondary consumer. And hyena is a scavenger that eat dead and decaying matter. In the same way, one more example is there in which many food chains interconnect with each other like flowers, berries, grasses and seeds act as producers, and deer, butterfly, marmot, chipmunk and the grouse are herbivores that depend on plants, and further carnivores depend on herbivores, and further scavengers like hawk eat dead animals, and decomposers like fungi and bacteria decompose dead matter. In this way, all the components of an ecosystem depend on each other. Further, in a food chain, flow of energy takes place from one level to another, like producers trap energy of the sun and the same energy is further transferred to the herbivores, means to the primary consumers, then to the secondary consumers and so on. And this amount of energy is going to decrease at each level, so more food is needed to a higher order carnivores than to a herbivores to fulfill its energy needs. Well, this was all about the food chains and food webs. Students, do you know plants also depend on animals, like for the dispersal of their seeds and for pollination process of their pollen grains. Many animals such as monkey, lemurs scatter the seeds of the fruit far away from the parent plant whenever they eat it. In the same way, many birds like sparrows, sunbirds, insects like ladybugs, bees, wasps, and butterflies also help in pollination in the flowering plants. As whenever they visit any flowering plant for to suck nectar, the pollen sticks to their body parts and they throw these to the other flowers when they visit them. So in this way, the whole forest work as a system by the interdependence of the animals, plants, and insects on each other. Do you know, students, we people interfere in this system by cutting down the trees at large scale. This cutting down of the trees for our personal benefits at a large scale is known as deforestation. It affects the atmosphere of the whole planet directly and indirectly and arise many problems. Like it increase the chances of wildfire in a forest because less vegetation means more sunlight will reach to them and the vegetation dries out more rapidly and increases the chances of the rise of the fire. Number two, it also causes the loss of the biodiversity as it destroys the habitat of many birds and animals. Here biodiversity means the variety of the plants and animals live in a particular habitat or in a forest. Number three, deforestation also increases the amount of carbon dioxide in atmosphere as the trees absorb carbon dioxide released by the animals from the environment. But decrease in the number of trees increase the amount of carbon dioxide in nature and it indirectly cause a rise in the temperature of the earth and result in global warming. Next is increased flooding. Trees help in the absorption of the rainwater, but when trees are cut, the absorption of water reduces and causes floods. Students, it also disrupts our water cycle. Trees play a key role in the process of condensation and precipitation. Moreover, trees transport large quantities of water into the atmosphere by transpiration process. Without trees, no transpiration and less amount of water vapors and no proper condensation of the water vapors take place. Then at last, it also increases the chances of drought because due to the decrease in the forest cover, the amount of rainfall will also decrease and eventually rise the chances of drought conditions on earth. Dear students, the most terrible impact of the deforestation is global warming because it increases the amount of carbon dioxide at enormous rate. Moreover, burning of the fuels, farming activities also increase the amount of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and methane on earth. More the greenhouse gases and they will trap the more amount of sunlight at earth and increase the temperature of the earth at a rapid rate. This process of increase in the temperature of earth at a rapid rate is known as global warming. Once more, I need to sum up the effects of deforestation, like increase in the pollution, amount of carbon dioxide and temperature on earth, and lowering the amount of groundwater level, and decrease in rainfall and fertility of the soil, and increase in the chances of floods and droughts, and at the end, it also disturbs the balance in nature. Well, this was all about today's class. In our next class, we will learn about the conservation of the forest, that how we can conserve our forest. So here I am going to end this class. Thanks for watching my video. Have a good day.